Hey, Shalom Israel. Well, we here, man. We finally made it to another milestone, huh? Man, so we're here to talk about a few things. We're here to talk about that Jersey shooting, so-called. Could be a false flag. Also, the movie St. Paul and Asher. It was called Asher, then they changed it to St. Paul. And also this other movie that's coming out also called Paul, the apostle Paul, like that. So just a few things there, but first and foremost, we're gonna turn to the east and give all honors and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakadash. We're gonna give double honors to the elders, the apostles of Great Millstone, for bringing out the 100% truth, keeping it real, keeping all the camps in line, man. Setting a good example for the brethren and edifying, of course, daily. And of course, the hopeful 144 elect who push the word in all truth and sincerity out there on the highways and hedges, highways and byways. We're just doing the thing, doing what the Lord has commanded us to do, in all truth and sincerity, of course. And the 1/3 of Israel who believe in the word and follow the Lamb wherever he goes, man. So we're gonna get into this word a little bit, okay? And on a personal note, it's nice to see the prophecies, coming to pass. Oddly, like I said on the comment board, I was watching some other brothers. This happened on the 10th of December, which is the same day that YouTube has said something about disturbing our videos and everything like that. So I guess that's the so-called, if you want to call it an attack on us, because it's definitely defaming our character here, and it's just not cool to put everybody, just because maybe a dude watch one or two of our videos or whatever, you're gonna put the whole everybody into that one basket, man. Come on, man. That's just, it's so tacky, man. It's so tacky, and it's not cool. But hey, this is your world, right? This is your world. Ease. This is your world, man. Because our world is coming up after your world. Okay? So hey, that's it right there, right? This is your world. Let's read this scripture here. We're in the book of Psalms. We're gonna read Psalms chapter 10. We're going to start at verse 2. It says, the wicked in his pride does persecute the poor. And that's what's going on. That's what's about to go on right now. They're going to try to persecute us, man. We're the poor. They're the prideful. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. Because you're so prideful, you don't believe in the Almighty. Not really, because you go against everything that he says. So therefore, you're going to be taken in your own devices because you don't believe shit stink. Basically, point blank. So the Lord is giving you these warnings. We're out here professing the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, letting these devils know that, hey man, you're coming up against the creator of the universe. But your feeble attempts with all your your wisdom and everything, because you did, let's face it, the Lord did give y'all some. He said that you're smarter than Daniel, but you can see that the Lord has built up Egyptians to take them down. These are all things that happened in the past, but you want to deny this truth, or you just want to throw it out and think that you're better because you're prideful. So it goes right again right here. The wicked in his pride does persecute the poor, because it's prophecy that needs to be fulfilled. So thank you very much for fulfilling this prophecy. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. So it's let them be taken in their devices. Okay? We're going to go through this because I got a few scriptures here. We don't want to make it too long. Okay? This is verse 3. For the wicked boasts of his heart's desire and blesses the covetous whom the Lord abhorred. The Lord hates you being so covetousness, trying to get every damn thing, everything, all the people. Yeah, y'all come over here. We the melting pot. Oh, let me go over to this land. Fuck their culture. fuck the way you're doing it. Do it our way. We have the best way. By the way, give me your land. Give me all your resources. For the wicked boasts of his harsh desire, and blesses the covetousness, whom the Lord abhors. For verse 4, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after God. God is not at all in his thoughts. And that's exactly what I just said before. Y'all don't believe in the Lord. You don't want to seek the Lord. You don't even want to acknowledge that the Lord created you. No, let's go with the Big Bang Theory. Yes, the Big Bang Theory. That sounds much better. Hey, let's put ourselves up. We're the Messiah. You know what I'm saying? This is our people. Our people did all this. We created all this. What? No, those slaves they didn't invent anything. We invented this. On and on and on, man. This is verse 5. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. And as for all his enemies, he puffed at them. That's right. So the Lord's judgments, he thinks nothing of them. They're just way somewhere else. Doesn't even pertain to him. Because these people, they just think they're above the law. That's why in this day and age, even the president just lies blatantly about shit, and people just be like, well, what are we gonna do about it, man? What are we gonna do? Because that lets you know that this place is so fucking wicked that it don't matter what people think, only what they think and what they say go, because the worth is given to the hand of the wicked, and this is total evidence of this. That's why they don't like us bringing out this truth, because it's making them look bad. All right. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffed at them. All the other nations and stuff, just throw some sanctions on them. Because I'm the man. I'm the man. And we're talking about the whole nation of Edom, man. He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. That's right, because he thinks this is gonna go on forever. He thinks this place is gonna go on forever. Nothing's gonna happen to him. Nothing's gonna change. He thinks he's the big dog. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. That's right, because that's why they're coming up against us, knowing that we ain't did nothing but preach the word, bringing out the 100% truth. We found that we are the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? We found out that we're God's chosen people. These motherfuckers don't want to let that lie go. They want to say, oh yeah, you know what? You're right, man. We did steal it. We did. There is a God. No. It's got to play out this way. This is verse 7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. That's them, man. Straight up and down. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privy set against the poor. That's right. He just use us in all kind of different ways. They kill us in all different ways. Kidnap our children. Harvest our organs in secret. You name it. Slavery. Just torture. They're just total wicked, because they have time on their hands, because this is their world. You know what I'm talking about? And it's just up to no good. There's nothing righteous coming out of this place. Nothing good. So if you have people with time and money, what's the saying go? Idle hands or the devil's playground? You better believe it. You better believe it. He crouches and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. Because he come pretending like, oh yeah, everybody, let's be nice now. After all that shit you done did, but let's forget all about that. And then when the people calm down around him and think, oh, he's trying to be nice to us, all of a sudden, slam! But at the same time, he's stabbing you in the back, fucking your ass up, and with one way or the another. And now it's all blatant in your face in the grocery stores. People are being cursed out. You know what I'm saying? People not pretending anymore that they don't like you. They're letting you know that they don't like you. Oh, children of Israel, you so-called African Americans, you Native American Indians, and you Hispanic people. We're out here looking for the 144,000 still in the midst of all this turmoil and trouble that's going on in these last days, letting you know that these people in Babylon the Great, the Edomites, the Caucasian race, they're about to come down on us with great wrath, man. They're coming up with concocted a lie, talking about we are a hate group, and now we're terrorists and everything. They are setting up these false flag shootings that's not real. You know what I'm saying? This is not cool, man. So that's why we're bringing out the scripture one more time. Everybody's, up, and bringing out the word. That's what we do. Bring out the 100% truth, because it's written right here. It's written right here. This is verse 12. Arise, O Lord, O God, lift up thine hand. Forget not the humble. That's right, because we call on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai to be our shield and buckler against these devils. Okay? Because he's the one true living God, and he's the God of Israel. And that's all we're saying, and they don't want us to say things like that. But that's why we're saying, O rise, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, lift up thine hand, forget not the humble. And that be us. We are the humble. We are the meek. And we have turned back to the ways of our forefathers, like the Lord had requested us. We turn to the east, pray to the Lord. We call upon the Lord's name. We're doing the will of the Father. And he said, when we do that, Lord have mercy on anybody that comes up against us. It says, this is verse 13. Wherefore does the wicked contemn God? He has said in his heart, thou wilt not require it. See, because he said, oh God not gonna ask to be paid back for what they done did to the children of Israel. Thou hast seen it, for thou beholdest mischief and spite to require it with thine hand. The poor committed himself unto thee. Thou art the helpers of the fatherless. Break thou the arm of the wicked, and the evil man see out his wickedness till thou find none. So that's what we're going to be asking the Lord in these days. To break thou the arm of the wicked, and the evil man seek out his wickedness till thou find none. That's right, because the Lord is going to come back. He's going to bring this man down low, man. We already know the prophecies. It says, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is king forever and ever. The heathen are perished out of his land. Woo! Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, thou hast heard the desire of the humble. Thou wilt prepare their heart. Thou wilt cause thine ear to hear, to judge the fatherless and the oppressed, that the man of the earth may no more oppress. That's right. So these people are not going to be able to oppress the children of Israel no more, man, because this is over. This is the beginning of sorrows. So it's going to get worse now before it gets better. But hey, the Lord say, you will be saved out of it, O children of Israel. Okay? Alright, so we're going to skedaddle on over to Romans we're going to touch base at Romans real fast. That will be right here. Going to be Romans chapter 15 verse 4. It says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope, man. So with these scriptures we can look into them and see what has happened in the past, because it's about to happen again. It's about to happen again, because it was written aforetime for our learning, so we can learn from the past and put it into perspective of today and understand what we must do, how we must prepare for these things to get ready for them. Alright? We're going to go to the book of Psalms. Do we have time for Psalms? I'm going to try not to mess up the camera this time. Psalms chapter 50 verse 19. It says, thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thy tongue frameth lies. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thy slanderest thine own mother's son. That be you, Esau. Because we are Jacob. The so-called Native American Indians, the so-called Hispanics, and the so-called African Americans are Jacob. Esau is the Caucasian race, man. And we're talking about all of them too. Even though if they say they're Russians, Germans, Australians, same people, all in the same family. Okay? And we're bringing this scripture out here now. This is Psalms chapter 50, verse 19. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Your tongue frameth lies, because you know whatever happened if in New Jersey, then it had nothing to do with everybody that's out here preaching His word, man. But yet you're gonna bring it out your mouth like it does. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, because we are your brother. And we're gonna get to that in a minute. Thou slanderest thy own mother's son. That's why the scripture says that. Because you're slandering our name. And that's one of the laws the Lord say, don't do that thing, man. Don't do stuff like that. Now I think we might have time. We're going to try to squeeze in Psalms 58. No, we're not going to have time. I'm going to reset it right now. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and read Psalms 58. It says, Yea, in heart ye work wickedness. Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies, man. And as you can see, they never stop speaking lies. The wicked. You're the wicked. Edomites. The Lord deemed you the wicked, actually. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. Break their teeth, O Yahweh Shemi Yahushai, in their mouth. Break out the teeth, the great teeth of the young lions, O Lord. That's right, because don't forget, the Lord is our shield and buckler. Let them melt away as water, which run continually. When he bendeth his bow to shoot his arrows, let them be as cut in pieces. That's right, because no weapon formed against us shall prosper, so says the Lord. As a snail which melteth, let every one of them pass away, like the untimely birth of a woman, that they may not see the sun. Before your spots can feel the thorns, she shall take them away as with the whirlwind, both living and in his wrath. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked, so that a man shall say, Verily, there is a reward for the righteous. Verily, he is Yahweh Shemi Yahushai that judgeth in the earth, man. And that's the end time prophecy right there. Because right here it says, and we're gonna, at the end, we're gonna read Revelations, I think it's 11 and 12 or 12 and 12. It says, the righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. Because these people have done nothing but hurt the children of Israel, man. I ain't lying, man. All the way from the west coast of Africa, all the way over here, all the way back to Jerusalem, the Roman Empire, man. All the way back to Cain and Abel, all the way back to Jacob and Esau. Nothing, man. Nothing but hurt the children of Israel, man. But that time is coming to an end now. Okay, look, y'all. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna go to the 2 Corinthians, and that's chapter 13, verse 8. It says, "For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth." So we've seen, we've gone over a lot of different articles, and some of the articles are not as negative as you would think. They're a little bit okay, because they're actually promoting the truth even more. And anybody with ears to hear, and eyes to see, they may be able to see through all of that BS and be on the side of the righteous and not the side of the wicked. Okay? we're gonna get a little bit of history here real quick. We're gonna go all the way back to the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 21. We're gonna see where it all began, okay? Well, let's go all the way back here. This is okay. This is let's start in Genesis chapter 3 verse 14. And the Lord God said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and the dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Now, did you catch that last part? It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Okay? So, even way back then, when the serpent represents Esau. And the woman represents Jacob, if you can receive this, okay? And this is, it could be a little tough for somebody that's just coming into the truth, but, hey, we got to put this out here because you got to catch up, man. Okay, so, this is the Garden of Eden. And this is after the serpent, who is actually the spirit of Esau, the Roman Empire, the Caucasian race. Just like they always do, they try to trip up the children of Israel in one way or the other. And in this instance, they came upon the woman, which is Eve, which is also represented as Jacob, the children of Israel, right? They tripped her up by making her go against the word of the Lord, go against the will of the Lord by eating the tree of the good of knowledge of good and evil, right? Which she was not supposed to do. And the Lord said, and the Lord God said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and the dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. So therefore the Lord saying, you're going to be put down low. Lower than all. You're going to be a base man. Pretty much, that's about it. Okay, you're going to be a base man. That's why right now they got a little arrogancy going on about them, because the Lord is giving them the earth right now, and you see what they done did to it, ran it in the fucking ground. Let's go to the book of Genesis chapter 25. We're going to start at 23. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. So here we go again. One people shall be stronger than the other. So the one person that's strong, one people that's stronger than the other people, Jacob is the strongest one. That is the children of Israel. The elder shall serve the younger. That is Esau. Esau is supposed to be serving Jacob. And they did it for a short time, but then we kept going off, breaking the law, statutes, commandments of the Lord. So he put these people above us for this time, so we can learn our lesson. This is verse 24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And this is the birth of Esau. So he came out red all over like a hairy garment. That's why they are called the red Hebrew Israelites. I mean the red Hebrew Edomites. Salaki for that. Okay? Not to confuse anybody. And when it says like a hairy garment, it just means that back then they used to dye clothes. So the baby his skin was red. So they just put the coloring of the red dye with the baby's skin. Not that it was because you could see the blood flowing through the baby's skin, because it's translucent skin. That's all it means. The first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. That's why we know that it's for sure the Caucasian race. Okay. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. and Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. So look, so you see that right there. The elder shall serve the younger. So that's right. So the first one that came out was Esau. So that means, there we go again, the elder shall serve the younger, remember? And the second one, and after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. You see how that goes together, y'all? Okay, we're going to keep it moving. We're going to skip over just a little bit to Genesis chapter 27, verse 42. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing whether his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the day of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. Now this is when they had grown up a little bit. Isaac was on his deathbed, and he was giving out the blessings to the children. So he actually gave Esau's blessing to Jacob, and Esau was pissed off. So that's why he said this: the day of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. So this is all prophecy that needed to be fulfilled. Okay, it doesn't mean that anything's wrong. It doesn't mean that the Most High did anything. He already had all this stuff set into place, because he had always planned on loving Jacob and having Jacob to be his chosen people of the planet Earth. Okay, he also had it in for Esau for him to be the wicked, so it could be the vessel of wrath fitted for destruction. That's all it is, man. And that's what these people they don't want. They don't want us speaking this truth of the Bible, because then now they're having to be forced to look at themselves and look back at their history and see how actually wicked they are, and how they've been treating everybody on the planet Earth. Let's go to the book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 2. It says, I have loved you, said the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? The Lord says, was not Esau Jacob's brother? Said the Lord. Yet I have loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Now that last part is future prophecy. Now the Lord right there, he just said, let's read it again. I have loved you. This is Malachi chapter 1 verse 2. I have loved you, said the Lord. Yet ye say, where hast thou loved us? Because we were most of us are just waking up to the truth, and we're looking back at slavery and everything. We understand now, though, the Lord definitely does love us. So we said, wherein hast thou loved us? And the Lord says, was not Esau Jacob's brother? Said the Lord, yet I have loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Mountains represent governments. Okay. Now we're going to jump over to Romans. I hope I'm not going too fast, but hey, this thing is done long, man. I don't want this thing to be no hour and a half or nothing like that, you know. Romans chapter 9, verse 13. One more time. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Okay, we're just getting to the facts right here, man. Okay, and I've got to grab the Apocrypha for this verse right here. 1 second, please, Malachi. So we're going to go to the Apocrypha. We're going to go to 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 7. It says, then answered, how long we got? Okay. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? What should be the end of the times? Or when shall the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? Okay? And he said unto me, from Abraham to Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Now we just read all that. Okay? And it then goes on to say, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So the Lord has proclaimed that this is Esau's world, because the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. Esau is running the planet Earth right now with all of his sanctions, all of his damn laws, unjustified laws, his strong arm, his draconian laws that's been trying to be put in place right now, his little mark of the beast that's about to be put in place right now, implemented, his martial law that's about to come down on us, his wars all the time. This is his world. For Esau is the end of the world. That's why it's coming to an end with a bunch of chaos and fighting and stuff. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So our world, the world of the Israelites, is about to rise up next. Okay? So that's where all of this fighting and hatred is going on about right now, this particular time. With all these lies about the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? About us proclaiming our true heritage. You know what I'm saying? Because of the curses. With all your wisdom and being so smart, you don't want to acknowledge that we are the children of Israel, man. And then you're just fulfilling prophecy right here. Now we're going to go to the book of Psalms chapter 83, just to bring this up to speed. Psalms 83. Keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, the children of Israel, and consulted against thy hidden ones, the children of Israel. They have said, Come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Okay? For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. And then it goes on to list who these people are. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gebal and Ammon, Amalek, the Philistines, and the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also is joined with them. They have Hopple, the children of Lot, Selah. So that's all the nations, man. They're coming together. They know that we're the Israelites, but they're coming together to make all this time. They have been doing everything in their power to keep us underfoot. They come into our neighborhoods and sell us pork, beer, guns, drugs, all kind of stuff, man, just to keep us down and keep us away from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But the Lord had other plans, and He woke us up anyway, and He turned a lot of us around so that we could follow Him in spirit and in truth, man. And they don't like that, because the scriptures say when you become righteous, you set yourself up for a prey, because everybody else is wicked, and they don't like that shit. They don't like you being righteous. They want you to be wicked as hell, just like them. But the Lord don't want us to be like that. And He said He's gonna save us out of this hellhole when we turn back to Him. Okay, we're gonna go to the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 11. After 3.5 days, look at that. That's the Spirit. After 3.5 days, after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. And that's what's happening right now. Well, it happened before, but now we're standing up on our feet. We're acknowledging that we're the children of Israel, because the Lord has blew that breath, that Spirit into us to let us know who we are and what time it is and what we're supposed to be doing in these last days. Is getting ourselves prepared for the return of our Lord. Okay, so we'll be without spot and without blemish. This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon in the Apocrypha, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors, because they laugh at the days of slavery, man. You know what I'm saying? They send everybody else money, but they don't want to. They want to take money from us. You know what I'm saying? They sending money all overseas all the time, man, to other countries. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord's going to come and rectify all this stuff. Let's read this again from the top. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. And they, repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit, shall say within themselves, This was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb and a reproach, we fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of God, and his lot is among the saints? And that be us. That be us. And I want to give all honors and praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man, for waking us up to this truth. Okay, we're gonna read. We're gonna read one more. Yes, in the book of 2nd Ezra again, chapter 6 and verse 28. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared, man. And that's what's going on right now. Let's read that one more time. Then I'm going to switch over. As for faith, it shall flourish. Because I have faith. My brothers have faith. That's why we're standing up here boldly. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared. So we're declaring this truth, man. Let's switch over, brothers. Yeah, we're declaring this. We're declaring this truth. Okay, we just got a few more scriptures to go. Okay, y'all. We're gonna go to the book of Revelations, and chapter 12, verse 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed. Don't forget now, back in all the way back in Genesis. Remember the serpent and the woman. Remember, the serpent is Edom, Esau, and the woman was who? Jacob, Israel. Okay, so here we go. This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 17. And the woman was wroth with the, and the dragon was wroth with the woman. So the dragon is the serpent, the woman is still Israel, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, with the remnant of the seed, which keep the commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and have the testimony of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. That's right, because we have turned back from this wicked kingdom, and we're turning back to the ways of our forefathers, to the ways that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai declared to us in the first place, that follow those law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our abilities. You know what I'm saying? And we have the testimony of Yahweh Shai, which is the spirit of prophecy, letting you know that the Lord's about to come back and wreak havoc on this place. And he said any of the sinners of the children of Israel will be cut off, man. That's why we give him the people warning, telling them to come back, man, before it's too late. Get to know Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Try to understand this truth as best you can, and you better pray for the Lord to have mercy on you, man. Because he's coming back kicking some serious butt, man. These people done lied to us about who the Messiah was the whole time. Alright, now. We got two more scriptures to go, y'all. We got Psalms. Psalms chapter 31. And then 13. For I have heard the slander of many. Fear was on every side. While they took counsel together against me, they devised to take away my life. And that's what these people are doing now. With all this bullshit, talking about somebody's a terrorist group. But what are we doing? Reading the Bible. But I trusted in thee, O Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. I said, thou art my God. That's right. The Lord said, hey, don't worry about those things, man. He's the creator of all things. It says, my times are in thy hand. Deliver me from the hand of mine enemies, and from them that persecute me. They're trying to persecute us, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. We're ratting on them. We're ratting on them right now. That's right. Okay. It says, make thy face to shine upon thy servant. Save me for thy mercy's sake. Because we know the Lord is all merciful. Let me not be ashamed, O Lord. For I have called upon thee. Let the wicked be ashamed, and let them be silent in the grave. That's right. Put them down. Put them dogs down. Let the lying lips be put to silence, the lying lips, which speak grievous things proudly and contemptuously against the righteous. That's right, they do it against us, the children of Israel. Oh, how great is thy goodness, which thou hast laid up for them that fear thee, which thou hast wrought for them that trust in thee before the sons of men. That's right, we trust in the Lord and we fear the Lord, man. Thou shalt hide them in the secret of thy presence from the pride of man. Thou shalt keep them secretly in a pavilion from the strife of tongues. Blessed be the Lord, for he hath shown me in his marvelous kindness in a strong city. For I said in my haste, I am cut off from thine eyes. Nevertheless, thou heardest the voice of my supplications when I cried unto thee. Thou heardest the voice of my supplications when I cried unto thee. Oh, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, all ye his saints. Oh, love Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, all ye his saints. For Yahweh Hashem Yahushai preserveth the faithful, and plentifully reward the proud doer. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart, all ye that hope in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So let's read that last part again. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your hand, all ye that hope in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And everybody, that was Psalms chapter 31. I started at verse 13, just to let you know. And this is the last scripture of the evening. We're going to go back to Revelations, and we're going to just read chapter 12, verse 12. It's been a nice comforter for this evening. 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down into you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. Okay? That's why the Lord's saying, hey, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, because we just have to go through this little rough patch right here, and just a few more prophecies going to be fulfilled. And man, the kingdom of heaven will have arrived. We'll be at our rest finally. Just let that soak in, man. Alright, so we're going to just close it out. I hope this was edifying. I hope the words comfort everybody a little bit. And I want to turn to the east and give all honors and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to the hopeful 144 elect of Israel, push the word in all truth and sincerity, and the 1/3 of Israel who believe in the word and follow the Lamb wherever he goeth. Shalom, Israel.